Hi, my name is Eric Scholes. I teach technology education at Pacifica High School in Garden Grove, California. I'm proud to introduce my student Chris Neeld, the leader of our high school motorsports team. Chris is a senior at Pacifica, and he has developed the gas-powered vehicle to compete in the UCI Performance Engineering Project. Why did you become involved in an automotive technology competition at your school?
I've always been fascinated with how things work, and from a very young age I started tearing things apart to see how they work. My father used to race motocross semi-professionally, so I've always grown up around motorcycles and other off-road vehicles. And once I was old enough, I bought my own mini bike that didn't run off of Craigslist and had to tear apart the engine and rebuild the engine and the carburetor. From then on, I've loved working on and designing motor vehicles. And when I found out about the kart racing team here at Pacifica my sophomore year, I knew it was something I wanted to be a part of.
What challenges and obstacles did your team face as you prepared for the competition? How did you personally help your team to overcome some of these obstacles?
The first obstacle we had to overcome was funding and support. We had to find race shops in the area who could offer us advice and supply us with discounted parts. I've always gotten along with fellow techies, so walking into a race shop and seeking support was fun for me. The second obstacle we had to overcome was content knowledge, specifically to energy efficiency. We were very fortunate to live in the digital age where most of the information and digital tools we needed were at our fingertips. I also drew the entire vehicle in SolidWorks, then used the Simulation Express tool to make sure we weren't manufacturing any of the components too lightly so that they would stand up to the stresses of the racetrack.
Identify one personality trait you have and how you displayed that as you prepared for the automotive technology competition.
One personality trait I used in this automotive technology competition was perseverance. Where most kids my age would have given up, I used the tools around me to help find solutions, and I did not stop until I met my goals. For example, I needed to make over 100 revisions to our motor mount in SolidWorks, but the final product ended up being both lightweight and indestructible.
Thinking about cars in the future, how do you see them changing in 10 years? How will these changes benefit people and the environment?
At Pacifica, I've been trained to consider safety as the #1 priority. I see all innovations being geared toward making auto transit safer for passengers. I think most emerging technologies support this. In 10 years, I also envision cars moving away from fossil fuels and more towards green technologies. I see cars moving to all electric, but with a range of traditional internal combustion engines, as demonstrated by Tesla with their addition of swappable battery packs, which would make road trips possible for electric cars. Finally, I see autonomous technologies like Volvo's Drive Me project and Google's autonomous auto program playing a much greater role in the automotive market.
Time is a valuable commodity. How do you think that automotive technology will help people use their time more productively in the future?
Cars having swappable battery packs would greatly reduce the amount of time needed for refueling. With this technology still in its infancy and more than 2.5 times faster than traditional refueling times, this technology will save great amounts of time, especially once it gets more efficient. Also, having cars operate autonomously would greatly improve their users' productivity. While watching one of my favorite BBC car shows, I learned that the biggest challenges top business executives face is not having enough time during the day to complete their tasks. Autonomous cars will allow busy people to concentrate on their priorities instead of driving.
Tell us about your academic and career plans or career interests.
In college, I'm majoring in mechanical engineering, and then I plan to work in the automotive industry. I also love mountain biking and cinematography and various types of off-road and on-road racing, so I plan to stay involved in these areas as well. I will be happy dedicating my career to help further develop these innovations that will help change the way people live their lives while helping lessen our impact on the environment.